everybody. Welcome to Cheer Chat on a Saturday night. It's Super Bowl Eve, and I was running out of time. And so I had to jump on here really quick and give you my rundown on the 2025 Pro Bowl cheerleaders, you guys. I went to Orlando last week and made it just in time for the game and to have some very special run ins with a few of the Pro Bowl cheerleaders. But I just wanted to jump on here really quick and give a recap. I want to have an episode where I walk through all 24 of the Pro Bowl cheerleaders so I can share some information about them. I really wanted to do that live, but I was like, okay, is that too much? You know what I mean? I want to give everybody their time. And, this is me trying to scour the interwebs and the Instagrams to find out information on each person, which I think I've done a decent job. I love one year, and I think it was just last year, I actually asked people if they had any like love grams almost that they wanted to send their teammates, or just kind of helping all of us get to know, you know, things beyond just the bio information of like the city and where they went to school and what they studied, but just those special insights. And so you know, I'm going to share what I have on them. I'll do it for an actual episode. This is Cheer Chat. Welcome, everybody. I know there's been a lot of new followers, which is really exciting to see a little burst of activity on the Instagram from I think it was from the Black History Month post. But if you don't know me, my name is Makiba, and I go live and have some rosé, and I talk about professional cheerleading. And tonight, again, I'm talking about Pro Bowl. So I'm going to take a sip. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. You know what I realized, y'all? I have not been live since December, and I'm not even going to apologize anymore, okay? Like, life has been trying to punch me in the throat, and I've just been trying to hang in there. Obviously, there's a lot going on in our world, and I have to admit, there are times where I'm just like, how do I go live and talk about this space when there's so many serious things going on? Like, it went from the wildfires to the inauguration and all of the executive orders left and right. So I have been a little bit like, okay, let me rechannel and find a way to still find my joy. And I will say that this trip did kind of help. So I thank you, Pro Bowl cheerleaders, for adding your joy and your sparkle and your razzle dazzle, because it was kind of just what the doctor ordered, so to speak. Okay, now I'm all over the place. You guys know how I do. If you don't, then welcome. I'm going to take another sip to calm my nerves because I guess I'm getting nervous. It's been a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay, so since the podcast launched in 2018, I've gone to Pro Bowl ever since, except for obviously the year that they didn't have it, which still bums me out when I think about 2021 when they didn't end up having Pro Bowl. So this was my sixth one, both in Vegas and Orlando. They're back in Orlando. And the only gripe I'm going to have, y'all, that I'm just going to share right now, you've seen the videos. Hi, how are you, sweetheart? I cannot wait to come to New Orleans so I can spend some time with you. You have no idea. Sorry, now I'm just talking to people. I'm coming though. We're making this happen. I wish I was there for Super Bowl, but that's another story. But so Orlando, for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to give a shout out right now to everybody who makes this trip to Orlando. Maybe it's easier for some than it is for others, but I'm coming all the way from Seattle. I saw families from and teammates from all the different teams, and for you to make the effort, the expense, all of the time to go to Orlando to support your teammate, I think it's beautiful. I know what I feel like going, and I'm just going all about my dang on self, but I just love seeing the support in our community to be there and to celebrate these cheerleaders when they have their moment. The stadium, Camping World Stadium, y'all, it's not modern. Let's just say that. And so I love that you guys enjoyed the videos. I really wish I could have got the big screen to capture, all the different squads while they were performing. But, I had to get my little seat next to some screaming kids and some groupie men who were just like screaming the players' names over and over and over again in all my videos. It was so annoying. But, I hope you guys enjoyed the footage that I was able to share. That's why I'm there. I tried to record the crap out of you while you were on the sidelines. And, it's really become more and more interesting each time that I go to Pro Bowl, because obviously they've changed the format. It's a lot of games happening and equipment getting shipped around on the field. I mean, there's football one minute, there's tug of war the next. So it's a lot going on. And I'm totally fixated on the cheerleaders. I don't think I watch hardly any of the actual Pro Bowl games, but I just want to give a shout out real quick after I take after I take a sip. I want to give a shout out to the people of E2K. I don't know them all by name. I would shout them out if I did. But now that I'm just paying more and more attention to how this actually comes to life, you got to give a huge, huge kudos to that team because they're literally just like doing the most the whole entire time, making it look so seamless, I'm sure, on TV. Um, escorting the cheerleader around, herding the players around, like you name it, they're doing it. And so I know that John is one of them. I've met him last year. Emily, she's does a lot, I think, with 49ers as well as the Warriors. Jackie Bob Pearson, of course. I think Johnny was even there. I didn't realize that. I'm sure I'm missing names. Y'all can throw them out there if I'm missing anything. Geraldine, a special, special thank you for helping making this trip possible because I was, like I said, it's just life be life. And so I really appreciate you, Geraldine. Thank you so much. And of course, Lindsay, who is the mastermind photographer of this beautiful photo card that I'll show you later. But this E2K team, you guys, I think they're also behind a lot of the international football games, but they just do such a good job taking care of you guys and making you shine and have your own moment within these crazy moments of the NFL Pro Bowl game. So I just had to start there. Um, I just had to start there. Since I'm on the topic of the Pro Bowl card, you guys have all seen it. I think it was Samantha's mom, running into her in the lobby of the hotel. It's just so much better when you actually get to hold it. I have like a collection of all the ones that I've seen, but for everybody who can see, I'm just showing you how it's just, quality. I love this picture. Everybody looks amazing. And the extra thing that you guys don't get to see much of, okay, now I'm like making a mess here, are the individual photo cards. And I wish I could have collected each and every one because Lord knows youth Pro Bowl cheerleaders probably travel with 50 million of these. And I don't think you have enough appearances. It's not your fault or anybody's fault, but I wish that there was more of an opportunity to interact with you and collect these bad boys and pass them out. Maybe you did, but I just wish I could have gotten all 24. This is Amber. I love it. She's got some bio information on the back. I like seeing how the different teams do it. You know what I mean? This is the Miami Dolphins cheerleader, Allie. Great collection of photos. She's so cute. So I'm just sharing some of my little goodies, you guys. This is Samantha from the Arizona Cardinals cheerleaders. Okay, it's gonna look hella white out on YouTube land. Sorry. Okay. The Raiderettes gave out the squad photo card, which is great, along with her individual card, Kylie Gorge. Megan from DCC, very similar. Her own oh God, the glare. Hello, how do I get it out of there? Sorry, guys. And then the full squad on the back. So I think that's great when you can kind of see the entire squad. You know, I love the bio though. Give me the bio. Give me all the information on the PBCs. This is Jada from the Colts. And bio on the back as well. Love her. Okay, one of my faves. All right. We have Kendall from Detroit Lions. I'm probably not shouting out the teams as much as I should, but I was sitting behind or in front of, not behind, they were sitting behind me, a big group of the Detroit Lions cheerleaders, Micah and a few others. I should have wrote all your names down, but it was so great seeing people. I know I'm all over the place, but it's so cool to actually meet you in person. Thank you so much for everybody who reached out. I know I didn't get to see everybody, but just knowing that you were there, us all doing the same thing of screaming our hearts out for everybody. I just thought it was really cool. This is Alexa from Patriots. Check out her little other side of the photo card. Hello, because they still do a swimsuit calendar. Really, really cute. My Lillian. This is Lillian from the Seahawks Dancers. This is kind of one of my favorite shots, period. It's the action shot. Her hair is hairographying it up. It's just so cute. And obviously another collection of amazing pictures of her. Katie came through with all kinds of goodies. She gave me lots of copies of these, but this is her photo card. Is it upside down? Can I get my life? I haven't had that much wine. This is her photo card. She's got a bunch of different action shots. That's why I had it turned around. Her technique is amazing. And she gave me a big photo card of her team. I love how much she loves her squad, you guys. Like, I just felt like she almost brought them all with her, the way that she kind of carried herself. I just really found her endearing. But yeah, she has like a whole photo card with everybody in the back. Um, they even have like numbers to identify each girl with their name, which I thought was very cute and different. Okay. And then who else is this? This is actually from the Los Angeles Rams. Their Pro Bowl cheerleader's name is Courtney. So it's a big squad photo, and she autographed her spot in the photo card. So these are my goodies that I get to keep as my little mementos of being there. Again, I wish I could have collected all of them, but that's what it is. Okay, so let's get into the choreo, because I think based on all of the interest in the videos, I think that's the part that we all enjoy the most, are the Pro Bowl routines. And so shout out to the choreographers for Pro Bowl. Oh, love the Chiefs card too. Yes, it's really, really cute. I mean, yeah, I like that they really like making an attempt to connect who's who instead of it just being all picture, a picture of the squad without people knowing who's who. But the choreographers for Pro Bowl, we had Ali Fritz, who did oh man, I should have identified the numbers. I did in my post, but she did a cute routine. I wish I could have seen Thursday's what was that called? The skills challenge, where I think they did perform more of the routines, but I think she did two, but I did see one and I posted it. We also had Quentin, who choreographed a piece, Alexis, and then Maddie from the Cowboys, I believe, is the one who choreographed the pregame routine. And you know what, y'all? I just realized that last year, and it may have just been me not getting used to reels, who knows? Last year when I posted the pregame routine, I didn't even like get the whole freaking video. I feel like I should just like repost it before the record. Like, it was all broken up and it didn't catch everything. And I think I was struggling between the big screen and the recording it just straight on from my camera phone, or like, the video from my phone, which is why I was talking about how crusty Camping World is, because like when you record from the screen, the big screen, it has like this weird technicolor weirdness moving across the screen. And so I couldn't really capture it that way like I wanted to. And so there you have me like trying to focus and zoom in on the girls performing. So that kind of sucks. But I wanted you guys to see the choreography because it's really, really cute. Ooh, okay. Somebody says, such a pleasure meeting you in Boston last year. Yes, hello. From the Charger Cheerleaders alumni. We had such a good time walking around Boston, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. That was like my favorite day of I mean, was it the last day? No, it was the second to the last day, but walking around Boston and having lunch and just talking. I mean, anyway, that was a really, really good day. So thank you for joining. So anyway, I'm just saying that I wish I could have recorded the big screen, because then everybody would have really had maybe a little bit more of a moment. Thanks for putting up with my videography skills. But I'm going to share some thoughts on pregame. Like I said, maybe I'll get up there and repost last year's, just for frame of reference, since it didn't go through like I hoped it would. So, okay, it's their first debut performance as a squad. And so, it's a lot going on. They like introduce the mascots first, and then the girls take the field, and, they have to kind of get out to the center field. So there's a little bit of travel and choreography going on. And then the part that I get most excited about is like how they're going to actually lead into the intros, where each Pro Bowl cheerleader comes up front, introduces them. Well, they don't introduce themselves. They get introduced over the loudspeaker, and they do, I think, maybe like 1 8 count of choreography. And I think this year it was kind of more simplified and like just 2 lines, and they, really just kind of took turns crisscrossing to get to the center and do their little thing. So I was expecting a little bit more excitement around that part, because I think it's just so exciting. But the one thing I will say is that I wish um, that we just got a little bit more time, like 2 8 counts for each girl. Like, what do you guys think? Would you rather see like group choreography, or a little bit more time for each girl to like actually showcase their dance talent? In my mind, I want 2 8 counts from each girl, and just a chance to see their style, because you don't really have time to do nothing but get up there and literally do a little something, something. Ooh, somebody has either, Oh, somebody wanted to join the live video. Hello, this is exciting. Okay, I'm about to do it. Wish me luck. Okay, I'm accepting Bonnie to join, and hopefully Instagram land works. Sorry for people on YouTube. How come it didn't work? Bonnie, are you there? I don't know what happened, girl. Okay, maybe she didn't want to do that. It said she joined, but I don't know what happened. Bonnie, come back if I screwed it up, my bad. But anyway, I just was curious if you guys would prefer like more solo routine, more time to absorb each Pro Bowl cheerleader, or more group choreo. But I think for me, I'm starting to lean more towards like, can we see more of them performing and showing their style, showing off for a little bit? I think that would be welcomed from my perspective at this point. You know what I mean? Like the group choreo is great, but I kind of want to see more time soaked into each girl because that's like their one moment. You know what I mean? Is that Bonnie from San Diego? Okay, Bonnie, if you wanna join again, please do. Like, I don't know if I pushed the wrong button with my fat little fingers, but, oh, it says you're unable to join. Okay, I don't know what happened, but hello anyway. So what else did I have in my notes about pregame? Um, okay, people were commenting on this on the post itself, but people were booing, certain cheerleaders when they got up there to perform when they were being introduced. I think it was Dallas, and also the Chiefs cheerleader, Katie. So Megan and Katie, I don't think it was anybody else, but let's just paint the scene. Like again, Pro Bowl is a very interesting football environment. You got obviously all fans from all different ball clubs, and everybody's um everybody's there to probably root on their players, but maybe people don't realize that the cheerleaders, that what an honor it is to, be there and representing your team, and obviously not to get booed by the fans. Like it was just so distasteful. And I think maybe a couple years, like a little something, something maybe that you would hear, but it was a little resoundingly way too loud at this particular Pro Bowl. And I really hope it didn't take away from the girls' moment. Um, it was just disappointing. And like I said, between grown men and kids like screaming players' names over and over again to get them to sign things, like it's just a different environment. Like I wish it was more like a regular football game where people just sit down and enjoy the entertainment and maybe yell to see if you can get their attention. But I mean, it was incessant and it was like all up in my videos. And again, I'm so sorry about that. But for the cheerleaders who had that happen during their moment, I hope you didn't even hear it because you were in your own high and didn't take it to heart. It was really distasteful, and I didn't like it, and nobody liked it. It was really just so immature. Like these are the cheerleaders. Like cut it out. So I'm sorry that that happened. I don't think it should take away from obviously how excited most people were. I mean, again, we are there to support you and cheer you on. Like we were really excited, and everybody's seeing the videos that people posted of their Pro Bowl cheerleader. Like we loved it. We loved every second, and you didn't deserve not near one boo. So, but they need to cut that out, and maybe they need to like say a little bit more in the intros of like something that commands respect for you in that moment of why you're there, and people can kind of get it through their heads that you never boo the cheerleaders ever, ever. Okay, let's see. What else did I say? Okay, so the sideline routines. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments. La 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 la. I'm here. I'm gonna take a drink since I'm going a mile a minute. That's what happens when it's been too long. I get excited. Okay, the sideline routines. Um, so I would record the sideline activity from whatever squad was in front of me. And so some squads were there a little longer than others. Like I feel like there was one squad that I did not get to see very, very long. But it was fun watching them. They had little like fillers that they did together. Um, and then there was one of the sidelines that they actually performed right in front instead of going out to the numbers on the field. And honestly, I wish because they played music the entire time during the Pro Bowl games. And so, okay, now I'm just dropping little ideas or with things that I wish I could see because again, I'm a spectator, but I'm only there for the cheerleaders. But I really like that they did that sideline right there in front of us because, again, we're seeing like the choreography of them doing it all together. And I just think they can play more of the songs that they have routines to. Like, it's just music going on in the background. I don't think the players are paying any attention. Nobody's paying that much attention. So I don't know how the PBCs feel, but would you rather like learn more sidelines together and be able to perform them right in front on the sidelines as opposed to like having it be like a feature? I think that would be so much better than the fillers even because you can just maybe not like learning 50 routines, but doing more cute sidelines and just doing them on the sidelines so that people like me and everybody else can see more of your choreography. I think that's a great idea personally. But I did enjoy seeing you guys dance as a squad. I think there were a couple years where it was just a lot of rallying and like maybe people not being sure of whether to call out a routine. But I feel like you guys with the fillers, really just kind of gelled and took turns like stepping up to call out routines. And so that was made me so happy to like record that to share with everybody of what it was like on the sidelines. Um, let's see. So what else? Okay. I also wanted to just say that I'll do again like a an episode that's kind of geared towards going through each Pro Bowl cheerleader, all 24 of them. But I really kind of wanted to call out a few that just really can I do this, you guys? Just calling out the ones that really, really stood out to me, and I was really excited to watch perform because they just made that kind of impression. It's not putting anybody over the others. I loved all of you for different reasons, but I'm just gonna say in terms of like that, can't keep my eye off you. Like you really, really just extra, extra little oomph, that I love to see so much. I'm just gonna say it now, or I should maybe say it when I do the full video, not video, but the full episode. But I'm just gonna say it because I noticed it. Okay. First up, I gotta call out the Houston Texans Pro Bowl cheerleader, Haley. Haley, okay, like I don't know what it is about you, what's in the sauce or extra, extra swag. Like you just have this way of performing that kinda like you just a star quality. I really enjoyed watching you perform. Sometimes you're own in your own little world, but you just add an extra bit of oomph to the simplest things, and I was so here for it. I really enjoyed watching you perform. Um, I gotta say it, Chelsea from, the Ravens, I mean, you had, like, this regal queen like energy that was just I don't know, it was a similar thing. And everybody has a special quality. Don't get me wrong, you guys, but I'm just going off of like the where my eyes were drawn while I'm being like the chick from Mean Girls, the mom with the camcorder. Like I'm just there recording the whole time. But like if I end up seeing you and it jumps out at me while I'm holding my phone, then I'm like, yes, that is who I'm like extra, extra feeling. But Chelsea, you just kind of on the field, wherever you were on the field, it's like my eyes were drawn to find you. And so you hella stood out. Ariel from the Eagles, this you remind me it was Azari from last year in terms of like the same, it must just be the Philly thing. I like to claim Philly from my time being in law school there, but it's just literally like you're in your own party and it's just like you're living your best life and it shines through so, so deep. I really enjoyed watching you because you were just it was like that kinda I don't know. It was almost like the spotlight was on you the whole time and you not like you knew it, but it was like you just based in the spotlight, like big time, not afraid of it, like owned it. Um, you just look like you were having the time of your life. And I look for that and I really, really enjoy that because it shines through in the way that you perform. And so you carried that energy the whole way through the game, and I loved it. There's okay, now my list is gonna seem super long, but I'll save the rest because there are other shout outs um, for the episode that I'll do that I'll post this weekend. But you guys did a great job, everybody. I really loved seeing all the love that was shown towards you. Like I said, seeing people's family come. I caught pictures of like Brandy from the Panthers reuniting with her teammates. Daniela had a huge family from, I'm assuming that's her family from the 49ers that was there. I met people's family, like I said, in the hotel, Lillian's father and fiance. And anyway, I just really thought it was a great showing. And I think when I would see your family come to you on the sidelines and see you light up, dance a little harder, show off for them, like it just makes me feel like really special to even be able to witness that. So I have some little, I won't call it behind the scenes, but I do have some footage that I hope to put together of those special moments because it really just warms my heart to see that. Oh, somebody has a question. What did you think of the commentary from fans when Lily was announced to attend the Pro Bowl? Ooh, I didn't be relying on you to give me all of the scoop. Okay, what was the commentary? And I will tell you my thoughts on it. Um, so Lily was announced for the Denver Broncos cheerleaders. So you're saying that there was some commentary about her selection. You got to fill me in, and then I will give you my little 2 cents on it. In the meantime, while you type, Eric, I will just also say that this is Black History Month. Again, thank you to everybody who helped share the beautiful compilation that Kayla Shipman, she interned for me for a bit and put that beautiful montage together of Black cheerleaders spanning way back to the 60s. And it was something that every Black History Month, I just need to repost it because it's just my favorite thing to see. It was very creative, lots and lots of research, and she put her heart and soul into it. And so I just also, in honor of Black History Month, wanted to acknowledge that this was the first time I believe in history of Pro Bowl that we had 9 African American Pro Bowl cheerleaders. And so I just want to shout out and congratulate these women, Ariel, Brandy, Courtney. I need to say what teams they're from. I'm acting like everybody knows. Ariel's from the Eagles, Brandy from the Panthers, Courtney from the Saints, Daniela from the 49ers, Allie from the Dolphins, Kendall from the Lions, Amber from the Falcons, Chelsea from the Ravens, and Jada from the Colts. Um, the most I think we've had before that was 8 in 2019. But this was just amazing to see and just a special, extra special because of Black History Month to have that many selected and just representing so beautifully natural hair. Like it was just gorgeous to see. And I'm really, really proud of you guys. Super, super, super proud of you guys. And I just think for me personally, I just want to say that in looking at that Black History Month reel, like I'm always reminded of the people that walked before us and like provided just representation to give us that dream to even see ourselves on the sidelines one day. I mean, it's not lost upon me ever, just in my 5 years of being able to do what I love, that I was hopefully able to inspire another young Black child to go out there and know what's possible. And I just want to say to everybody in the pro cheer space that's representing for their culture. I think it's beautiful and never stop. I know we're in a crazy world right now, but your presence means everything, and it will be inspiring the next generation, despite all the crazy that is going on in our world right now. So I just wanted to congratulate them again. Yes, somebody says yes. So proud of our BGPBCs. Absolutely. Okay, so now I got the tea on what happened. Let me see. Some have said that her receiving the honor was the sweetest revenge. Oh, after being cut from the DCC back in 2020. Interesting. Um, I mean, I think there's just so much positivity around being selected for Pro Bowl. I don't want to speak for Lily in terms of like whether she saw it as sweet revenge or not. I mean, I think when you get cut, it's obviously a big stinker. It really is a dagger to the heart. And I think depending on how you move through that and get to a space of kind of healing around being cut, especially when you have the opportunity to make another team, that you're probably not carrying that kind of like weight where you're like, like sock it to them or whatever when you get this honor of being Pro Bowl cheerleader. I think it's probably less about what happened with DCC, but more that her new teammates, and I won't say new because she's been on the team for a while, but I'm imagining that it probably means more that her teammates on the Broncos, saw her in that light and wanted her to have that honor. And I don't know if they vote or not, or if they're selected by the director. But for the fan base, and the DCC fan base is extra, extra. Maybe they were just really, really rooting for her, and they kind of see it as revenge. But I don't think I would see it as that way. It was more like you just have the opportunity to shine. I've seen people do it, obviously, from getting cut from one team, making it another, and seeing them move on and be happy and be in a place where they belong, and maybe that was the best fit for them. I think it's a real sweet victory versus revenge. Does that make sense? Okay, I won't mention her name, but 2 girls who got cut from Ravens actually went to Pro Bowl. I was so happy for them. Stop playing. This particular year or just, like, in general? Um, I mean, I think that is amazing. Because let 'cause let's be real, I'm not trying to be giving Pollyanna answers. I'm gonna have some more rosé, and then I'll kind of speak to that a little bit. I'm all about knowing your worth, and, sometimes you can be on a team that does not appreciate you for who you are or what you bring to the team. And so, I do think it's something to be said for people who are able to find the right team that's a better fit and to actually have that team truly, truly appreciate everything about that person and not because there's sometimes politics. You guys know how it is. And so, one went this particular year and another one went last year. So they were former Ravens cheerleaders that ended up going to the Pro Bowl for different teams because they were cut. Okay. I mean, I think the reality is like once you get cut, once you know, kind of like reevaluate and really own your worth and reclaim that, again, when you find the right team, it could be like being cut could be a blessing in disguise and you never know. But I will say that the sooner that you shed the negativity and the resentment around being cut, I think it like opens up the opportunity for beautiful things to happen. Like when I get into the episode, you guys, where I do go through each Pro Bowl cheerleader, some of them have had like remarkable stories, of their journeys in pro cheer and like making teams, getting cut from teams, you name it. I mean, I don't have all the deets on everybody, but I think everybody has a story. And I just think that it's important because of how this world is, cuts are inevitable. I just think it's your attitude around it and kind of like having the right positive mindset that leaves you open to receive what the universe truly has in store for you. If you're holding on to like resentment and negative feelings, I will say that it will not serve you. And I think, or even for people who are on teams that don't get selected for Pro Bowl and they're bitter and not happy about that and keep trying again and again and again, hoping that they get picked, not when you probably have that mindset about it. I think it's holding you down and it's holding you back at the end of the day. And I would hope that people, just keep that in mind, right? Oh, okay, so I got the story all wrong. They weren't on the team. They were cut at tryouts. Okay, so they finally tried a new team and they made it to Pro Bowl. Okay. I mean, and that's the space we're in, you guys. It's audition season. Y'all should have been training and, think about it. And this is what is so inspirational about Pro Bowl. Whether you were on a team and got cut or you never made the team that you thought you were supposed to make and got cut, life does go on and there are other doors that could possibly open for you. And who would think that if that did happen, where you were cut from one team, didn't make the team, ended up making another team, and ended up being selected as Pro Bowl? That's just that's just fate right there. I think that just shows that that was not your where you were supposed to be, and you ended up exactly where you were supposed to at the end of the day. Um, okay, so he says, yes, and I was happy for Lily getting the opportunity to continue doing what she loves. Sad she's retiring though. Listen, I have seen one too many posts from you Pro Bowl cheerleaders about retirement, and I think it's fitting because this is probably the best way to go out. But there were way more retirement. Like I'm like, dang, you already knew, or you didn't have to think about it a little bit. Lots of retirement posts, you guys. So from what I've seen, sometimes they max out with the team in terms of the number of years they can do it. But yeah, there's a lot of retirements happening. It's such a wonderful testament of fate. I completely, completely agree. And just stay open-minded, and especially during audition season, you guys. I know I'm all over the place here, but just keep in mind, be open to other teams that may see you differently than teams that you've maybe repeatedly auditioned for and gotten cut from. Like, just stay open because you never know how things will end up turning out for you, especially in this land of virtual auditions. Like, just put yourself out there and and shed the resentment, shed the weight around it. There's no shame in getting cut. I got cut. I made it on my fourth try. I always say it all the time. If you ever want to hear my story, go back and listen to some episodes. But I just want to again, like, don't want to keep you guys too long. I will have an episode dedicated to going through each of the 24 Pro Bowl cheerleaders. I shouted out a few of my favorite ones. I probably forgot one, but from now, that's you'll hear the rest in the episode. But I really want to congratulate each and every one. It sounds like you had a remarkable time. You got to bond, you got to go to Disney World, you got to spend some time with your friends that came out. And I just really, again, just appreciate having a moment of finding joy again because it has been, I'll just be real, it's been challenging and almost like you feel guilty for wanting to kind of get out of the crazy and just zone out and tune out on something else. Like I really do struggle with that, because I'm an empath to I don't know, to the nth degree. Um, Sending love from Philly. Hey, nice to meet you. So I did go to law school in Philly. So I got love for Philly, and I will say I'm rooting for Philly in the Super Bowl. I'll just say that. But I just want to thank you again, like for having a moment to be happy, to have joy, to watch the love that was being poured upon you as Pro Bowl cheerleaders. Again, all of the like shots that I was able to get of you guys seeing your teammates or seeing your family, it was just food for the soul and something that I needed. And so I thank you. You guys were really inspirational out there. And knowing that you were having the time of your lives was really just it's very, very special to me. So awesome for these ladies to create a new sisterhood. I could not agree more. You're an old Pro Bowler from 1999. So were you in Hawaii when you went to Pro Bowl? Girl, you can hop on here and tell us about Pro Bowl, your Pro Bowl experiences, things that you loved. I hopefully didn't hang up on whoever it was that tried to join earlier. She says, congratulations to the 2025 class. The one thing that I'm so curious about, how like with your own team, you'll end up having like a reunion of, or celebrating so many years of the program. Like for Pro Bowl, like I don't know how much you guys are able to connect with other class years. Like, can you like I don't know how many years Pro Bowl's been in existence in terms of Pro Bowl cheerleaders, but it would be nice if there was a way for that big larger Pro Bowl sisterhood to connect. I don't know if they've done anything like that, but that would be a really, really special gathering if you could get, some sort of event and have all the Pro Bowl cheerleaders. I know they do it team by team. Like the teams will invite the prior year's Pro Bowl cheerleaders and have like a brunch or some nice gathering to send off the current year's Pro Bowl cheerleader. But I'm talking about like the whole Pro Bowl classes getting together. It always seems like it's the immediate Pro Bowl class from the year before that will have a reunion. I did see the 2024 Pro Bowl cheerleaders got together, almost all of them, but it would be nice if there was a way to kind of like broaden that network. But maybe you guys do that. Maybe there's like a ginormous group chat or something that's got all of the PBCs from years before, but that was really, really cool. Um, she said, thank you. We should start a reunion. Like that would be so like nice. So, so nice. And I will say, you guys, that the NFL, who knows how long they'll keep these Pro Bowl games up. I don't know if you guys hear the rumors all the time that, the numbers are not what they used to be in terms of watching it. It's flag football, it's not contact, like all of these things. I think people are getting used to expecting to see the Pro Bowl game format. But I just hope that they keep this going and that they think about more ways to allow the Pro Bowl cheerleaders to connect with fans. Like you guys have your own fans. And I know they plug international flag football and some of the kids, but I just think if there were more ways that you guys can do appearances and like interact with the public versus like the closed practices that they have for the guys, it just would be so much better. Like I really, really miss the old format in Orlando where they had like this Disney Springs, like hour-long variety show where they introduced each girl. The public's walking by. It's the whole shopping area for Disney World. And it was just a cool way for the public to understand that you guys are part of this week as well. I know I'm just putting it out there and I'm not bashing the way that it's currently structured. It's not, but I just hope that they keep it up because I get nervous sometimes that they're like not going to have a Pro Bowl anymore. But you guys do a great job holding it down. I love that you have more time to yourselves and to bond with each other, but I really just wish that they gave you more more chances to interact with your fans that you do have that like me that fly from Seattle all the way just to see you and to collect my cards from you guys and to see you dance. So I hope you've enjoyed my recap, you guys. Thank you so much for interacting, asking questions. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. Oh, I did. Thank you so much for being there for the Pro Bowl cheerleaders and for everything you do. I know they appreciate you so much, and so do we. You're amazing. Mwah! I love you, Ray. Thank you so much. I almost didn't make it, but I'm so glad I did. And then thanks you again to Geraldine for kind of helping make that all possible. Congratulations to the 2025 class of Pro Bowl cheerleaders. I'm just making sure I did not miss anything. Okay, the last thing I'll say is Super Bowl cheerleaders have the time of your life. You are in one of my favorite cities ever. I love New Orleans so much, and I think it's a perfect place for something like Super Bowl. Seeing you guys wandering around in the French Quarter, like I'm so jealous. But I hope you have an amazing time. Like it gives me all the feels. I may have to post some pictures from my Super Bowl appearances with the Seahawks just for memory's sake, but I'll be rooting for both the Chiefs cheerleaders and the Eagles cheerleaders. I want the Eagles team to win, but I want everybody to have an amazing time. I want an amazing halftime, and I hope you guys all stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy Black History Month. Um, Keep finding your joy. Things are crazy, but I appreciate again my little time to have a moment of appreciation and joy. Super grateful. Love you guys all, and I hope you have a great rest of the night. Okay, talk soon, you guys. Let's go, birds. Bye.